beautiful letter in the first reading directed and addressed to this lady who is a member and a leader in the community. And the apostle praises her for her faithfulness since she received and the whole community received the good news. And he encourages them to continue with the principles and the teachings that the apostles taught them, which they are following. And I ask myself, could it also be said of me that I am still faithful, and we are still faithful as person today in the first reading? Can those who preached to us, can those who made manifest the love of God in our midst say the same of us, that we are faithful and they are proud of us for having kept the faith? And at the same time, the apostles also cautions them about the false doctrines that are going around. And there are people who want to take them out of the good teachings that they received. Today we have a lot of false doctrines, a lot of false teachers going around in our society. Those who promise us things that have nothing to do with the teachings of Christ. Be cautious today as we end the liturgical year of these people really who can distract us from following Christ. We have a good example today in Saint Martin de Tours, also called Martin the Merciful One, a soldier who left his work and joined the church and converted to Christianity and lived a life of preaching and witnessing to God's love. It is told that one day he met a beggar who didn't have clothes, and he was wearing his cloak, and he took out his sword and cut the sword into two and gave one to the poor. It is the love that matters in our lives. But the love that we have for God, towards God and our neighbor, can only be nourished if we look at the person who is the source of all love. That is Christ himself, who has shown us the great love of God towards us. So we focus our eyes and we fix our eyes on Christ, who is the source of all love, source of life. Today, it is very easy to lose focus on Christ and his teachings. We are reminded today that once we had received the gospel of Christ, we stay firm and focused on it, because we don't know the one that is coming. So be prepared, be ready, be available, even when Christ comes, that he meets us on the way. And he cautions us, the gospel today, and reminds us of the distractions that we might have. You know, it's a question of priorities in life. We have heard what happened time of Noah, the time of Lot. They were doing good things. They were eating, they were drinking, they were planting, they were doing all kinds of stuff that we also do in our daily lives. The daily cause we do. But then, what is behind all of it? What is that pushes us to do what is right? It's being focused and fixing our eyes in Jesus. Whatever you are going to do today, we are going to do today, it's not bad. But then we cannot lose our focus. And our main focus is Christ, who has manifested his love to God to us. So let us go about our duties and our day-to-day's work, but at the end of the day, remembering we have Christ as the source of our life, the source of our love. Praise be to God.